What is happening? I am Minnesota Vikings man, 28, and the Vikings beat the Detroit Lions 27-9. Just almost the same score as last time, except a field goal more. So, you know, pretty good. If you would have known, watch my three key matches for the against the Lions, you would have known that I had to go to work, so I can't. So this video is gonna be a little late. So I just got home. It's around 9 o'clock. The Chiefs and Seahawks game is at halftime right now. 14-10. Seahawks are leading. Hopefully that will change and the Chiefs win. And the Eagles won today, barely. I'm a little pissed at that, but you know, Vikings control their own destiny. They win, they're in the playoffs. If they lose, they need some help. They need the Eagles to lose, and if the Chiefs, and if the Seahawks lose to the Chiefs, and then the Seahawks would have to lose to the Cardinals again if the Vikings lose. But hopefully, the Vikings beat the Bears, and that's it. Sorry, and hopefully get the fifth seed. The fifth seed would be huge because if we play the Cowboys, oh yeah, bring it. I'd rather play the Cowboys than the Bears. So, yeah. So, going over the stats. Kirk Cousins, 21 of 28, 253 yards, 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. He played pretty good. Mostly in the second half. First half was not so good, except the Hail Mary. Okay, let's just get... Sorry, I want to get right in the Hail Mary. I don't want to... It was 9-7. Probably just going to halftime. I thought when we were going for the Hail Mary, most of our Hail Marys, if not all of our Hail Marys, in the last couple years, our offensive line couldn't do nothing. And the quarterback would just be sacked. But I'm like, Cousins has time in the pocket. He actually has time to throw the ball. He throws the ball up, and I'm like, we got it off at least, but we're probably not going to get it. But just like the Lions did against Green Bay, I don't know how many years ago, they let Kyle Rudolph jump up. He's 6'6", and get the touchdown and lead before halftime, 14-9. So, and I was like screaming, like, "Oh my goodness, yes!" Like, yes. So, yeah. So going 14-9 in halftime really helped, and it really helped the Vikings get, be more motivated into the second half and get a victory. So, yeah. Cook had a pretty decent game, had 16 carries for 73 yards and 3 catches for 35 yards. Murray, 9 carries, 22 yards, and then 2 catches for 6 yards. Receiving, of course, if our top receiver is Kyle Rudolph because of that Hail Mary. 9 catches, 122 yards, and 2 touchdowns. This is his game. This is the Rudolph game. I mean, you're talking about Rudolph, the red zone tight end right before Christmas. I mean, amazing. Adam Thielen, 5 catches, 80 yards. Solid game for him. And then Diggs, okay game. 2 catches, 10 yards, and a touchdown. Got the touchdown at least. So, good by him. Defense, how many sacks did we get? Not our 10 sacks I was hoping for, but 3. Eric Wilson, Everson Griffin, and Kentrell Brothers. So no Danielle Hunter. So that's okay. And I'll say Eric Wilson, best defensive player for the day. He had 3 tackles for losses. And kicking, Dan Bailey was perfect. 2 for 2. Of course, his longest field goal was 29 yards. Like, seriously. So, yeah. Yeah. And he was perfect on extra points. I said punting was going to be very key in terms of field position for my key matchups, and it ended up to be key, especially in the first half. Lions won that field position in the first half for sure, but they only could get 9 points out of it. So our defense played very good for the most part. Did get some penalties. Was very upset at, and it was a very key moments. and that helped the Lions get their field goals. Yeah, and the Matthew Stafford, 116 yards. Amazing. Our defense did very good. And then, of course, when the Lions knew that they couldn't win, they put in Matt Castle, 5'11", 45 yards. And their top runner got 45 yards, and their top receiver, Kenny Galladay, only 58 yards. So hold them to 9 points throughout the game, 0 points, hold them to 0 points in the second half. So that is also great. I feel like we're playing very good right now. But the first half really scared me. We need to figure some stuff out on offense. This is not the Vikings team from last year. I don't know what we need to do to get this offense going sometime. Last week was very good, but we played the Dolphins. The Lions are much better defense. They hold us to about the same amount of points. And we did some good offensive production after the Kyle Rudolph Hail Mary. I feel like if it wasn't for that Kyle Rudolph Hail Mary, who knows? We could have been, it would have been a much lower scoring game, and I don't know if we would have had any motivation coming out to the second half. Who knows? But good win by the Vikings. I didn't like that the Eagles won, but we control our own destiny. So that's all that matters. We control our own destiny, and if we win, we make it to the playoff. And if the Seahawks lose, and then we win next week, 5th seed. What am I thinking in my mind right now? I'm just thinking playoffs. I'm not thinking 5th seed. I want 5th seed. I want that 5th seed to play Dallas Cowboys. But playoffs would just be fine with me. Playing the Bears in the playoffs, not my preference because Vikings always do bad in Chicago. But if that's what we have to do, that's what we have to do. And I know the Rams can also move down. Like, the Bears can get ahead of the Rams, which, really sucks. But, I know because they're going to play their starters, so most likely. But I just feel like, I just feel like the Rams are going to beat the 49ers. Yeah, let me see. Is it in Los Angeles or is it in San Francisco? Rams. Okay. It's in Los Angeles. The Rams are going to win. The Bears should know that. The Bears shouldn't try. They don't want to get... You guys should not play your players. Your starting players. That's all I'm saying. And also the Bears don't do good on the road. And it's going to be in our home, in US Bank Stadium. Bring it on, Bears. Bring it on, Bears. And another reason I don't want to play the Bears in the wild card is because we're going to play them the week before. So, what's the point? It's just like 2012 when we made the playoffs, we beat the Packers at home, but the next week we lost them in the wild card. Of course, Christian Ponder got hurt and then Joe Webb, but that's something a little bit different. But I just don't want to play the Bears 2 times in a row. I'd rather play Dallas Cowboys. No offense to you, Dallas Cowboys. I should have said that first, but no offense to you, Dallas Cowboys. But I just think you're an easier team to beat than the Chicago Bears. But Chicago, they barely got out with them 14-9. And just a shout out to Green Bay Packers. Good job getting your win in overtime. I know Tom Grassi, who I was on his show, went to that game. Congrats on that. You're not going to be in last place in division because of that one tie. Yeah, and then you're probably going to get a lower draft pick. But, in my opinion, if the Vikings were in that situation, I would want to win. I would never want to root for my team to lose. So, yeah, Vikings win 27-9. Playoff spot is not secure, but we're one step closer. One more game to play. It all comes down to next week on Sunday in US Bank Stadium. Can't wait. This has been Minnesota Vikings Man 28. And as always, Skol.